And and every morning I got up with my coach, and because he was the coach of the West team, and I'd go for a run. And I finished my run up in this quad at the Air Force Academy in Colorado Springs, beautiful campus there. And I'd do a bunch of exercises, and then I would mentally review the routines I'd be competing, then I go off to start my day. At the end of one of those runs, Mako looked at me and said, "Hey, Pete, I think this morning training is really good for you." I said, "Yeah?" He goes, "No, I think it's really good for you." "Yeah." He says, "Pete, do you know what a vow is?" I said, "A what?" "A vow." "Yeah, it's a heavy-duty promise." He says, "Yeah, what do you say we make a vow that you'll do morning training like this, starting today until you graduate from college?" Now, I hadn't started college yet. And so this is a guy that I respect, that I wanted to make happy. So on the outside, I said what you'd expect me to say. Okay. But on the inside, what am I saying? "Oh, man. Oh, come on, Mako. This isn't one big promise. This is 1,600 little promises. Every day till I graduate? I mean, what if I don't graduate?" And to make things worse, he then says, "Good, Peter." And he's put his hand out and said, "Let's shake on it." So now I shake the hand of this man that I really admire, and now I'm bound by that handshake to keep my word. And I'll be honest, it was really easy the first couple weeks. I moved into the dorms right away after the competition, and it's a beautiful campus at UCLA. I'd run down Bruin Walk. I finished my run up these brick steps, Jan steps in the center of campus at UCLA, right in between Royce Hall and Powell Library. It's just gorgeous. And Rocky had just come out, so running up steps was hip. So I'd finish the run, I'd go to the gym, do my morning training, go back to the dorm, shower, change, then go to class, then go to my main workout, like 5-6 hours. And I'd compare notes with Mako. He'd do his morning training too, at his home. And then pretty soon we just stopped comparing notes. I knew he was going to do his morning training. He knew I would do my morning training. And then I just did it. I graduated in 4 years. It's a great incentive to graduate when you're going to get this morning training out of your system. But I decided to stay with that morning training for another year until after my last competition at the Olympic Games. And so I shook his hand in 1978. And in 1984, after my last competition, I slept in. But my coach hasn't missed a day of morning training since he shook my hand in 1978. And he's almost 70 years old now. At age 54, which is my age now, he set the world record for handstand push-ups. He got up on the parallel bars and in a handstand went all the way down to here and all the way back up to there, balancing himself in the handstand. He did 163 handstand push-ups and set the world record. No one's even close to that. And I asked him, I said, "Mako, why do you do this stuff? I mean, why?" He says, "That's easy, Pete, because I'm a coach. My athletes never walk up to me and say, 'Mako, I can't get any better,' because I'm 54 years old and I'm stronger than I've ever been in my life." That's what he told me back then when he set the world record. And what a great example of leadership, you know, asking no more than what he would ask of himself.